Okay, how long did you take the journey before you had your glove removal ceremony?
Actually, tell the truth, I never even made it to the ceremony.
Oh, really?
No, I kind of petered out, and I felt I'd learned enough.
Well, the Journey Elders told me this weekend that I'm ready.
Oh, congratulations!
I'm having it tonight.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know. I mean, I'm just so surprised I'm actually ready. I mean, it usually takes longer.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Oh, sure. Hey, Randy.
How you doing?
Jack?
Hey.
Jack?
Hello? So, I mean, it's great.
Yeah, you must be excited. That's a big, a big thing.
Nervous, though, like I said.
Big weekend. Big weekend. You lose the gloves, huh?
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you might want to tell me?
Oh, I picked out my Scarf of Truth.
Nice. The Scarf of
It's
Truth.
red, and it has Reclaim Your Life embroidered in gold.
Wow,
It's
that's
really
fantastic.
classy. They have some nice ones.
Good, good. Anything else? Anything else at all?
Oh, Anna's gonna come over tonight.
Anna. Sweet, lovely Anna.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's great, isn't she? What happened in my memorabilia room this weekend?
Oh.
And my brain actually hurts. But it is worth it because my art history exam, it is over.
Woo!
Right, yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. All I know is 1 down and 4 more to go.
Good for you.
Yeah. How was your day?
Oh my god. Dana, they made me manage the store again. The chick that's supposed to manage it, she didn't show up. So here I am running around in my heels and they're not paying me manager's salary either.
It's busy because of the holidays, right?
Yeah, I just don't appreciate that, you know? Hi.
Hey, hi there. Hi.
Oh, busy time of the year,
Yeah,
huh?
tell me about it.
Oh my gosh. Spent all day yesterday with a fella from church.
That's nice.
Was it a date?
Portoli's, yeah, it's not really, it's not really my favorite restaurant, but if you want to go there, yeah, no, it's, whatever makes you happy, dear. If you want to go there, it's good. You know, the food's not very good and the manager's an ass, but that's fine. No, let's do it. Okay, yeah, me too. Bye.
Women, eh? Can't live with them?
Excuse me?
Women.
Women. Oh, yeah, you know. Hard to understand sometimes, you know.
Reminds me of a joke I heard. A woman's brain cell finds itself in a man's skull, and it's floating around. It's very empty and very dark, and the woman's brain cell says, hello, and there's no answer, you see. So the woman's brain cell says, hello, a little louder, but there's still no answer. And finally, the woman's brain cell says, hello, and a voice answers from very far away, we're all down here.
Oh yeah, no, hey, that's a good one.
Women like that joke.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Sure they do. I'll remember that one. Thanks.
How about those Leafs? 8 in a row?
Yeah, good for them, eh? Yeah, the cup is just around the corner, eh?
Well,
having a parade down Yonge Street anyway.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Raptors fan myself.
Oh, basketball, sure. Yeah. I've never been to a game, but
Yeah, tall black guys.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're at a basketball game.
Ah.
And we were looking at your hockey cards, and yes, they fell on the ground, okay?
What part of looking is different from touching, okay? You were supposed to just look at them. That's why they're displayed that way, all right?
Yeah, but they're not displayed. They're in a box. Look, besides, it was an accident,
An
okay?
accident?
She dropped them. It
She
was an
dropped
accident.
them, really? And you just stuffed them back. You know,
Yes,
I have a
I
very
put them
particular
back.
order in which they're placed, okay? And not only that, my Gretzky rookie card is bent. That means it's ruined. Do you understand that?
Okay, well, that's kind of a funny story. I mean, yes, Wayne suffered in that situation, but I benefited, trust me. Look,
You
Have you ever...
filthy,
Hey.
filthy little baboon.
You've never been with a woman who gets excited by danger? I don't know how many times I told this girl, we shouldn't be in here, we shouldn't be in here. Fueled her fire.
That is a total lack of respect, all right? That is not what the room is for. If you want danger, go out on the road and do it, okay?
Wow, we've thought about it.
Don't-
Look, just be happy for me. You've never taken... Okay, you've never taken Lana into the memorabilia room?
I've
She's
taken her in there, but not for what you do.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
she's a
guys,
Star
guys,
Trek
hey,
fan.
hey. 2 mice can eat 2 crackers in 2 minutes. How many mice will it take to eat 18 crackers in 6 minutes?
6.
Really?
Yeah.
Think about it. Look, it's a total lack of respect.
Look.
All right? How would you like it if I went to your comic book collection and I started licking my fingers and turning the pages or bending the spine backwards or just wrecking them?
Ooh. Wipe your nose with them as far as I'm concerned, okay? It's kid stuff, man. It's distraction, okay? Hockey cards and toys and comics. It's all distraction, okay? It's material goods. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't know you anymore, man. I don't know you at all anymore.
So you're gonna choose your hockey cards over me. That's great.
So, Mrs. Murphy, I guess I thought that you had decided that you weren't ready to date again.
Oh, well, this wasn't a date. I mean, well, how do you know when a date's a date? I mean, rather than an outing. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like,
Did
what-
you talk about anything else other than, you know, church stuff? Or no, are you attracted to him? Is he a cutie? Or did you touch? Or did you kiss? That's like telltale date.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
no.
That's not true. You could
Talking
be on a date with somebody and not kiss, and it's still a date.
Well, look, all we did was he had asked me to go and help him with the committee at church to deliver gifts to the needy.
Okay.
I mean, he could have asked anybody, I guess, but he asked me. I mean, I've done it in the past, though, right?
That sounds like work, Brenda. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a date.
Well, he called me his special little helper. But it's Christmas time. It could be like Santa's little elf. I mean, just a helper. He can't drive because he had bypass surgery not that long ago. So, I mean, I have a van, so only fair. But he asked me out for coffee.
Oh, the drink after work.
But we went Dutch. But then he insisted on buying me a cruller. And I can't resist a cruller.
Pretty cheap date.
I mean, we're way beyond ridiculous here, okay? You and your Mooney cult-type friends sit around in a circle with a little candle at the center, and all you do is wear your gloves and scarves and judge people.
Okay,
you make fun
the
of them,
journey
you slag
is
them.
not a cult, all right?
Oh, sure, it's not.
I mean, it's a self-help program. He's
Sure.
trying to achieve his goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Star Trek, that's a cult.
And that candle is a candle of unity,
Right.
okay? It brings people together to tell the truth. And yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
sometimes it might sound like slagging, but yes, people get upset, people get hurt. And you know what the journey's taught me? Is that that's okay. Is that on the path to happiness, people are going to be upset with me,
See,
and they're going to be
The
angry.
journey has taught you to pass the buck, to blame everybody else but yourself. It's also taught you to be very self-righteous, very self-centered, and very selfish, okay? You're treating your friends like garbage. That's what it's teaching
I'm being
you how to
honest
do.
with them.
You're being honest.
Look,
Okay, let me be honest with you then. What about you? I mean, you used to be into comics. You used to have this huge dream about Big Man and making it as a comic book illustrator. You don't do that anymore. You've totally thrown that aside. Where is it?
things change, Randy. Look, don't fear change. When you embrace change, you turn it into progress, okay?
This fella Putin getting in Russia. Now that's an interesting story because a lot of the people running for the Russian parliament and a lot of the ones who actually got elected, they've got criminal charges against them for murder, for extortion, for racketeering. Can you imagine that? You're voting for people and they've already got a whole list of charges against
Well,
them.
at least the electorate knows that they're criminals up front, right?
That's true.
You know, in this country, you have no idea. You elect people, then you find out they're frauds later. so-
Absolutely. At least they're honest that they're thieves and crooks. That's
Exactly.
interesting.
And you know, some of those people know how to run organizations, you know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
true. I guess if you can run mafia, then I suppose running a country's a piece of cake after
Yeah.
that. But in a way, if you think about it, Russia's always had strong leaders. The Tsars, I mean, Peter the Great, horrible, strong,
Yeah,
powerful,
Stalin, all
nasty
that
man.
stuff, yeah.
Oh, Stalin.
But that's what they want. They're used to being ruled by an iron fist. That's what they need.
Well, with a country that stretches over 11 time zones, I suppose you do.
Oh, I've changed. And what about you?
What about me?
You've had a new personality for every girlfriend you've had since Agnes left you.
What?
Oh, give me a break, okay? First, you're with Liz, and you're Mr. Strong, Mr. Healthy relationship,
Don't you
and
dare
if you don't
bring
want to
that
have a baby with me after a week and a half, I'm gonna go sleep with the first woman that looks at me.
How dare you bring that up?
And
Okay,
now you're with
guys, I'm doing an IQ test, okay? We just keep it down. I need to
Oh.
concentrate.
Okay.
Okay?
Sorry.
Look, all I'm trying to say is that, was it not 2 weeks ago that you were complaining about Lana's script? She doesn't know what she's doing, and now that you're sleeping with
That
her,
is so
you're willing
rich.
to swallow it and bend over for her.
Speaking of
Am I wrong?
Lana, hey, at the very least, I made the effort to get to know her before I judged her. Like
Yeah,
what
you got
did.
to know
hey,
her.
yeah, and you know what? The way you treated her this weekend was completely without class, without dignity, without tact. You were rude, all right?
Totally
Could you
truthful.
please tell him the difference between honesty and rudeness? 'Cause
Okay.
that's what you've been.
You know what? You've both changed. You're both going through things in your lives, okay? You're breaking up with somebody, you just found somebody, okay? Of course you've changed. It's life. It's about change.
Exactly.
Jeez, settle down.
So when you dropped him off at his house, what did he say?
Just said, well, thanks, Brenda. It's been a fun day. And then, just as he was getting out, he did kind of this funny thing. He said, "Arrivederci, Miss Murphy," and
Oh,
like he
come
was
on.
a swashbuckler.
Brenda.
Come
Come on. Is there something you're not telling us?
Brenda, what are you implying? Doug has only been dead for 4 months.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, really. You know, sometimes you get confused over what's intended and what really happened. Like over the weekend, okay? I went to this Christmas party. Fraser, he's a product rep at the salon, invited me to his house Saturday night for this Christmas party. I'm expecting to see everyone from the salon there, okay? I get there, it's me, Fraser, his parents, and the rest of his family, and that's it. So I was like totally under the wrong impression. I just got, you know, mixed signals. And that happens sometimes.
And the thing about that big storm that they had down in the Northeast,
Yeah, snow.
8 people were killed in one day by a snowstorm,
That's
right?
terrible.
Think about this though. The DC snipers, those 2 fellows who went around
Yes, I know.
shooting
I know.
people,
Yeah.
10 people they killed over what, 3 or 4 months. So statistically, those snowflakes were far more dangerous than those sniper bullets. And when those snipers were shooting, people were changing their behavior. They were
Yeah,
staying
because
indoors.
they were being murdered by someone, by a human being, not by nature.
Right, but statistically, 8 people in one day as opposed to 10 people over 3 months, it shows how much more dangerous it is. But people don't think in terms of statistics. They don't think
No, why would
logically.
people think of the statistics unless you're a statistician?
Well, actually, I'm an accountant, so maybe that explains
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I deal with numbers and
Yeah.
columns.
Yeah,
and
no, it all makes
adding.
sense now.
Yeah.
Yes,
And in fact, Mr. Subramani, one of your clients is one of my clients, Mr. Ham.
Look, Randy, I don't want to fight with you, okay?
I don't want to fight either.
I just want you to see that the journey is helping me, okay? It's a good thing. That's all I want. Why can't you be happy for me?
Because you're losing yourself in the process.
I'm not losing myself, okay? It's helping me focus on necessity, okay? That's what we do. I mean, I've got a girlfriend who loves and supports me in everything I do. I've got a great roommate. I'm making headway at work. I mean, this is a good thing. It's helping give purpose to my life. Now, why can't you see that?
You know, Zach, I had a friend who took the journey at the same time I did. Only, unlike me, he went on all the way through. I mean, I petered out after a while. But he took every single workshop, every seminar. He bought the book and went through it with a highlighter every day. The thing was, he got too into the journey. Yeah, he said it was helping him too, but after a while, that's all his life became about, was the journey. He cut off his ties with some really good friends. All he ever did was talk about the journey. Finally, last I heard, he just disappeared out west somewhere. See, the thing is, every journey has to have a destination. You can't lose sight of that.
The world of dating is completely different nowadays. I mean, that's why something like speed dating is so popular, because people are more insecure and you know, they're just afraid of being rejected.
People, you mean men, honey. Men are intimidated and scared of strong, independent, beautiful women like us, to the point where we have to make the first move. I'm always making the first move. Always the first one going over.
Oh, well, look,
You know?
I don't know. I mean, Doug took forever to get his nerve up to ask me out. But this whole dating and courtship thing, this has been going on since the dawn of time. It wasn't just invented that it's an awkward, uncomfortable thing. This has been going on forever.
And it is just men that send out mixed signals. All right?
Wow.
There was this girl, Jenny, okay? She was from my art history class, right? Every time I would see her on campus, she'd be smiling away at me, and then she kept coming up to me and asking when I'd be playing again, and if I would be her songwriting partner, and she kept asking me out for coffee. So I thought, you know what? I will. I'll meet her for coffee and let her know. I'll let her down easy and let her know I just think of her as a friend, right?
Okay.
Except when she gets to the coffee shop, all she wants to talk about is my friend Maria, okay? She was using me for information. And by the way, Maria used to be Mario.
Oh. Well, that doesn't go back to the dawn of time.
I'm not going to threaten you. I'm not going to sit here and do something melodramatic like mention the addresses of your loved ones and say something outrageous. I'm here to help you square this debt.
I want you to know, I've already contacted the police, okay? And so if you've come here to like extort money from me, I want you to know you're going to be an accomplice.
No, 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 no. This is not extortion. This is a business deal that needs to be resolved. You owe some money, and it's not just a good thing to do.
Look, I
It is
don't
the
owe
right
him
thing.
money. I understand what you're saying, okay? But I don't owe him money.
I think you do. I think if you look at this, you'll see that you promised this was a surefire investment. You promised that this would make money. It has cost him $500,000. Now, when you've done well for Mr. Ham, he's done well for you with the Alfa Romeo. But when you've cost Mr. Ham that much money, isn't it fair that the pain gets shared a little as
Look,
well?
the pain is shared, okay? I lost $5 million of clients' money.
That's right.
And I lost $200,000 of my own money.
That's not what we're talking
I haven't
about.
got $500,000 to give back to
We're
everybody.
not talking about other clients' money. We're talking about Mr. Ham's money. Do you understand? That's what you have to get through your head, is that this is Mr. Ham you're dealing with here. And I want to see this resolved peacefully and in a friendly way. And there is a way for you to do this.
Okay, now let me ask you, are you taking the journey or not? Because it seems to me 1 minute you're taking me to meetings and then the next you're telling me not to get too involved in it?
I like the journey. It inspires me, but you know, the goals are my own. I take as little as I want, and
Yeah, but they require commitment. I mean, to get anything at all out of it, you have to commit to them, right? What?
Just listen to yourself. You have to commit to them. You have to
Yeah,
do this.
you do.
have to do that.
And you have to find allies, okay? You need people who are going to support you. You guys are roadblocks,
Whoa,
okay?
we're roadblocks.
You're roadblocks
because
on
we
the path
care?
to happiness,
Oh my
okay?
God,
I don't want to have to
really wish
say it,
you
but
could
it's
listen
true.
to yourself and hear what you're saying.
No.
You're nothing but the mindless drone.
I have to
you know
listen
what?
to you,
You're
and you
just
know...
quoting from the textbook. You got to think on your own. That's part of the journey.
No, I am thinking for myself, okay? I'm thinking I'm going to stay at Anna's, okay? You don't have to worry about me, all right? Zach.
All right, girls, let's face it. The only reason why we're sitting here trying to figure out was it a date, wasn't a date, is because deep down inside, Brenda Murphy, I think you're hoping that this was a date. Huh? Yeah.
I don't think I need to be part of Bill Shaw's harem. Thank you very much. Look, I mean, he is certainly a very eligible bachelor at the church. Handsome, you know, has a good job and all. I mean, and look, I would be lying if I didn't say it was nice to and flattering to have someone notice you of the opposite sex. And, you know, I'd have to be half dead. But I am in no way like the rest of those vultures, those divorcees and widows who are like chasing him like a $3 buffet. I have a little more self-respect than that. Thank you very much.
Will you listen? Listen to yourself. This has nothing to do with Bill Shaw and him giving mixed signals or anything like that. This is about you and whether or not you actually want to be on a date.
And maybe you should just not rush into anything. Take the time and just figure out what you really want. Because that way, the signals that you'll be giving off, they'll be the right ones.
Right.
Mr. Ham has already taken your Alfa Romeo. He's prepared to take your Acura. Suddenly,
He's took it. He's got it. He's sitting on it. I know he is.
so their 500,000 is suddenly 400,000. You have this penthouse waterfront condominium.
Yeah, I have a
He is
deposit on it.
prepared to give you 200,000. Suddenly, you're down to 200,000
That's my
you owe
part.
him. Now, how can a man claim to be broke when he has shares in a racehorse? Sell that to another investor and then tap into some of your other sources, the RSP, the suits. You have many suits.
These are my clothes. I gotta wear them to work.
How many suits do you need at $1,200 each? The computer, $3,000. You sell that now. I know it's going to decrease every month.
How do you
pretty
know
well.
this stuff? Okay, how do you know this stuff? How do you have
Done
these
little
figures?
research. The home entertainment center, that's worth between $5,000 to $6,000. In fact, I've already sort of put dibs on that. Sell that off. You've got stocks, bonds, RSPs, credit cards.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You're what you're saying is you're saying I should sell basically everything I own.
Yeah,
I
and
mean
if
that
you-
doesn't make any sense. I'll have nothing.
You'll have your life. You'll have your whole life ahead of you to rebuild. You're a smart kid, and you'll do it. I know you will. And after all, if you can't pull it together yourself, your dad has some savings, and then there's your bookie, right? My point is, you've got to make this work.
Or what?
Other people are going to come, and they're not people who are creative like me. They're people who don't understand numbers. They're people who don't understand anything.